Hello there, welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, then it's good to see you again. Always great to meet up with people. If it's your first time here, then welcome, good to make new friends. Have a look around the website. If you find the video particularly useful, then please like it. Do feel free to share with other people. But most importantly, subscribe to the channel so that you can find out when new videos are coming out, which will be useful to you. And also, it'll drive up our subscriber numbers. We can do more and more useful and great things with this channel. Now, today we're going to be looking at trying Linux out without actually committing yourself to installing it on your computer. I will do that in a moment. But as regular viewers know, I always do a quick tip. And today we'll be looking at this. You might wonder what it is. It's actually an endoscope with USB connectors. What an endoscope is a very small video camera that you can push down areas you can't see. For example, you can bend it like that and go up to your gutters. This is 6 meters of cable here. Or what I use it for is putting it down little sockets that you can't get into and see what's down there. So it's a really useful tool. It becomes more useful because you can also put a hook on the end where the video camera is. You can put a 45-degree mirror on so you can look around corners, which is quite useful. And finally, there's a magnet here which is surprisingly strong. Down at this end we've got a USB-A connector which folds down to a micro USB, and finally a USB-C. So let's try using it. I've got my tablet here that you can see what's going on, and I'll just turn the light off so we can see more. So we just turn the tablet on, just plug it into the bottom here. Here's my camera, and as you can see, it's displaying on my tablet. You can use a phone as well, any Android or iOS phone will work, but I'm using this so you can see it better. Hopefully you can see what's going on. If I go down here, you can see I'm looking at the keys on my keyboard. You can also use for interesting things, maybe not so interesting, but you can look at my nose if you really want to. It's also got a ability to turn the light up and down on the end of it. Hope you can see that. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, very cheap, easily available, and thoroughly recommended. So, let's go on to the main event now, which is how to try out Linux without installing it on your computer. Let's get started. So you decided you'd like to try Linux. That's fantastic. We'll be using a version called Cinnamon Mint. There are 4 stages really to trying out Linux on your computer. First of all, you download a copy of Linux. Secondly, you create a boot device, a USB stick for example. Thirdly, you boot the computer from the stick so you can try Linux in a real environment without installing it on your computer if you want to. And if you do particularly like it, you install Linux onto your computer. So how do we go about doing this? The first thing to do is to download a copy of the Linux version you're looking for. In our case, we're going to be downloading Mint. So what we do is we go to the web page that we're looking for. Here we go, that's Linux Mint. Downloaded the appropriate version for Windows. We're using the Cinnamon version. Next, we need to burn it onto a USB stick. There are various things that we can use. Personally, I use a program called Rufus, and we'll be demonstrating that in this video in a moment. So again, download Rufus onto your computer from their website. And then just run the program you've downloaded. There's no need to install it at all. And up it comes here. So let's start burning Cinnamon Mint onto a USB device. So first of all, we pick up here the device that we want to actually burn onto. Now bear in mind that anything on the drive will be deleted. So best not to pick the ones with wedding photographs on. So if you've got a choice, more than one USB device, a list will come up here. I've only got one drive D, so there we go. Now we select the image that we want to burn, and that's the one we just downloaded. So we'll click on select, go to the appropriate directory, pick it up, click open, which you can't see. I'll move it over actually so you can see open. And there we go. So that's now got Cinnamon in there. Leave these alone. That's looking good. So now we're ready to start. So we click the start button to commence the process. I'm going to select DD image mode, but I think you can select either. Click OK. And now it says, warning, all data on device will be destroyed, and it will be destroyed irrecoverably. So just have a final check that you're burning to the right device, which we are. Take a deep breath and click OK. And off the process goes. Here we go, it's time to write the image. It'll take a while, so we'll come back to you in a bit later. So see you soon. Okay, and that's Rufus now created a USB stick that we can boot into Linux from on any computer at all. we're doing that in a moment. Incidentally, if you find it won't boot off this USB stick, that's possibly because you have secure boot enabled in the BIOS. That can be got rid of and it'll work out okay. So first, by looking at the boot order, different computers have different F keys to press to get the boot order up, but you can find it easy enough on the internet, or I can have a quick look for you. So when you start the computer, it should boot off the USB stick and should get to this point here. We want the top option, just as we're going to try Linux on the computer. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the mouse cursor. And here we are in Linux Mint. So let's have a quick look around. Time down here at the bottom right. Speaker volume. We're connected to a network. Oh, we've got basically the start button. If I press that, it'll bring the menu up. So you can see I've got all the applications that are already installed here. That's a software manager. We can install new applications if that's what you're looking to do. And here you can see various things. There's a lot of things which are being suggested for you, or you can search it here for what you're particularly looking for. Down we go. You can see lots more here. So there's an awful lot of programs available in Linux. Let's close that. Go back to the menu. Next one down is the system settings. It's a bit like a control panel, all the settings of Windows, so you can change lots of different things here. Hardware, lots and lots of options there. Now we've got terminal, which is a bit like a command window. You don't really want to go there unless you know what you're doing in Linux, so I think we'll stay away from that. That's the files. Down here you've got lock screen, Logout, or Shutdown completely. And what we've basically got here is you can access your files, documents, downloads, all those sorts of things. There won't be much there because we haven't actually downloaded anything or stored in the documents. You don't look at your Windows files as a different file system here. Got a Firefox web browser, but you can download other ones if you want to. And again, you've got terminal there. So that basically is a very quick start to Linux Mint. So get going, so enjoy. Let's go to Office, LibreOffice Writer. I use this in Windows, so I'm very used to it. Used it for over 20 years now, and it's absolutely brilliant. Pretty much like old-fashioned Windows, sort of 2003. Got lots of nice menus and stuff like that, rather than the icons, which I don't particularly like anymore. So we'll close that down. So that's how to look at Linux and see if you like it without committing 100% to it. The next video is going to be how to install Linux once you have decided that's what you want to use. As ever, I've had great fun making this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please like it, share it with other people, and remember, subscribe to the channel. And if there's anything you particularly want to do a video on, then just pop it in the comments down below, and I'll see what I can do for you. So, see you soon. Bye.